Hello. Hi, everyone. What's up? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good late evening, good morrow to you, good middle of the night, whatever time you're watching this, whether you're watching live or in the future. We love saying hello from the past. So, hi. Okay, I need to stop rambling. Jess, tell us what's going on.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Jess. So what we're doing this morning is we're going to go into the platform, show you a little bit about what Flipgrid is, tell you about some exciting things coming up, and give you some great resources. But we're also just going to have a Saturday party.
It's a party and you're invited. So, okay, yes, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Adam Parker Goldberg. I'm at Adam Short Shorts on the Twitter. And we all work on the Flipgrid team, obviously. And I, in particular, work here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, on engagement and events and in-person experiences and chatting with all of you and working with our developers and as Anne will say, all the things.
I'm Jess again. I'm one of the on the team.
I was going to say all the things and all the coffee too. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. We're so excited you're here Saturday morning in Miami. So just starting my day. It's a rainy day already, but I love being a teacher, helping teachers on Team Flipgrid. So whether it's professional development, connecting on social, providing support, we do a ton of PD, help with resources, all the things, but we're teachers helping teachers. And I'm excited you're here today to explore Flipgrid and have some fun.
Yeah, just to send off that, coffee cheers with that. We're going to be talking a lot about the weather here in Minneapolis. I think it's a cool, 60 degrees almost here, a little cloudy, but maybe we'll make a Flipgrid discussion prompt talking about the weather. Who knows? But really excited to be here with you on the Saturday morning or evening or afternoon, wherever you are. But feel free to definitely ask questions in the chat if you're on the Facebook or the YouTube. And then also we'll show different resources at the very end and the beginning of where you can get direct answers on the go, on demand.
And hey, I'm Jornay, Savvy Educator on Twitter. Tuning in from New Orleans, Louisiana. It's kind of rainy too out here, so I guess we all have interesting weather. But one thing that I do want to say is thank you for being here. Strap on and get ready for a ride because we are going to take you through everything you need to know to get started with Flipgrid.
Yes. And on that note, so here's the flow. We're going to show you a quick video. So if you have to jump off early, you'll get the gist of everything you need to know. As George mentioned, we'll show you resources. So if we don't get to your question, or if you're not watching this live and we're not able to see your question, you can get your answer. And then we'll show you a quick video. Then we're going to slow down. We'll walk step by step. And if you're watching this in the future, check out the description for timestamps where you can jump ahead. And if you're watching live, you can't jump ahead because here we are together and we haven't figured out time travel yet. But in the future, you'll be able to jump ahead with the timestamps below. So with that, let's get started. Jump ahead.
Welcome to Flipgrid. Flipgrid is a simple, free, and accessible video discussion experience for pre-K to PhD educators, learners, and families. In Flipgrid, educators post discussion prompts and learners respond with short videos. To get started, go to flipgrid.com and click Educator Sign Up to create a free Flipgrid account with Microsoft or Google. Once you've signed up, start the discussion by creating your first topic. Your topic can reflect on a chapter of reading, demonstrate an exercise routine, share a hypothesis, anything. I'll make this as simple as share one of your favorite discoveries. Add anything you want your learners to review prior to responding, such as links and videos, to foster enriching inquiry. You can also set the maximum recording time and choose to moderate your topic, meaning video responses will be hidden from your community until you approve them. Your topic is private to your learning community. Add the email domain of your learners, that's everything after the @ symbol in their email, or create a student list for younger learners. Add a guest password if you want to invite families or experts into your discussion. When you're ready, share with your learning community. All they need is this unique code. They can enter the code on the free Flipgrid app or on any computer with a webcam via the Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome browser at flipgrid.com. You can also copy and share this Flipgrid join link wherever you connect with your community, including Microsoft Teams, Google Classroom, and Remind. After clicking the unique link or entering the code, your learners will log in either with their Microsoft or Google account or the ID you created for them. Once in, they can see your prompt, access the text with the powerful Immersive reader, and when they're ready, click record to add a video with the simple, fun, social media-style Flipgrid camera. Share these steps with your community by sharing the Getting Started Students video.
All right. I love it. I love it. So many possibilities. In that video, it showed us how simple it is to get started. Let's take a moment and talk about some things for you to notice immediately when you head to flipgrid.com and get started. So friends, on the screen, you can see all kinds of incredible things, but I just want to draw your attention to the very center and let you know Flipgrid is a simple, free, accessible video discussion experience. We love to say from pre-K to PhD and beyond. So whether you're an educator, a student, families, and communities, Flipgrid is a way for you as the educator to create a topic and engage your community. And it is 100% free. We are part of Microsoft, and so this tool is available for everyone to use in your learning communities and beyond. So I'm going to do a quick scroll on this page and show you. If you've never signed up, you're welcome to click on that blue Sign Up Today button. There's also a sign up at the top of the screen, you'll notice. But I want to point out, if you scroll down this page, and I'm going to do it slowly so you don't get seasick, there's a really cool video, again, that just explains what you just saw regarding how simple Flipgrid is and how you can get started. There are resources on the page, not only a getting started guide, the webinars like today where you can learn more about Flipgrid, but I want to point out a shortcut to the Help Center. And I'm going to do this very quickly just to show you we are all here to support you. And the Help Center is a great place for you to find answers to all of those frequently asked questions right at your fingertips. So you can do a general search. You can look at these most popular help articles. You can even shortcut to incredible resources, whether it's about the basics or you're an educator or a family member. And I just want to point out, if you click on this ideas, tips, and best practices shortcut, you'll find all kinds of awesome resources. So feel free to use this page as needed. And I just want to show you how quick, simple, bite-sized, meaningful these resources are. You have video supports as well as awesome visuals with simple step-by-steps to get you going for everything you need to know about Flipgrid. So friends, are you ready to dig in? I think my friends are probably ready. Yeah, we're ready to head right in. Jess, I'm going to go ahead and click on that educator button. You want to take it away?
Absolutely. So Anne's clicking on educator login, and I want to show you something really cool. Right whenever you log into the dashboard, if you'll notice up in that upper right-hand corner, so Anne showed us the Help Center, but you actually have a shortcut to it right there. So if you click where it says Help, it pops up and you can actually type in what you are looking for. So it is all right there, a one-stop shop. So you can just type it in and the articles will populate. So you don't even have to navigate anywhere away from the educator dashboard. So that is brand new and we are so, so excited about that. There are so many articles, so I think it's going to be really helpful for a lot of people. So make sure you check that out. Any questions that you have, especially if there's stuff that we don't get to today, you'll be shocked how many things you'll be able to find just by clicking on that help button. But what we're going to talk about right now, so you'll notice when Anne signed in, it's on the discussion tab. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to start a discussion. We're simply going to create a topic. So you'll notice that there's topics and there's groups, and now your groups is your learning community. So maybe Classroom 4 or 7th period Spanish or your book club or whatever it is that wherever your learning community is, that's your group. But we're going to show you how to create a topic because it is so simple. So Anne's going to toggle over to topics, and she's going to click on that blue button there that says add a topic. All right, and it's going to pop up, and there's just a few things that you need to add, the essentials, in order to create your topic. So we already started the day talking about what's the weather like. So we figure, hey, why not just make that the topic, right? So what's the weather like today is our title, and you'll notice right now that Anne's typing in a prompt. And so you can actually have up to 1,000 characters in the prompt box. So you can really be as detailed as you'd like about what you want your students to be discussing, to be answering. You can manipulate the text a little bit, make it bold, underline, italicize. You can actually link right in that question. You can add in emojis. So as descriptive as you would like. And something that we will show you, excuse me, my voice was going a little bit. Something that we'll show you here shortly is that anything that is in this prompt box is able to be used in the Microsoft Learning Tool Immersive Reader, which is an incredible support for audio and visual learners. So once we have our prompt, you'll notice that right underneath there is a recording time. So you can have, the default is 90 seconds, but you can actually set it for as little as 15 seconds all the way up to 10 minutes. So this is a great opportunity for you as the educator to really be intentional about what it is that you're asking your students to do and how much time they'll need in order to do that. So we're going to go with 1 minute because we don't need 10 minutes to talk about the weather. And then you'll notice that there's closed captions, and there are some different options that you can put it into whatever language that it is that you're speaking. So we're going to leave ours on English for the US. And then the next one is topic moderation. So what this does is you have the option, if you toggle moderation on, it's going to be when your students record a video that it's not going to go straight on the topic right away. It's actually going to come to you only, and then you can watch it and you can decide if you want to activate it from there. And we're going to leave it on for now so that we can show you as students record what that looks like. And so then the final thing that you need when we're setting up our essentials is to add a media focus. So this is really a great way to spark your learners' thinking, to get them just, what am I going to be talking about? So you can record a video of yourself giving the directions, add a Vimeo, you can add a Giphy or an emoji or all of these other things at the bottom if you have a Nearprod presentation that you want them to go through, or a Buncee, Wakelet collection, all sorts of things that you want them to look at before they record. We're just going to add in a Giphy because it's nice and quick. Anne says it's rainy there in Miami, so she's going to grab a rain GIF. And then that's all you need. Those are your essentials. So then the last thing you need to do is set your access control. So you'll notice there's two different ones there. There's private and there's public. So because we're in a classroom, we're going to be using private. The public one is not recommended for classroom use, but if you're doing something like professional development with educators or a book club, like I mentioned, or something like that with adult learners, you can absolutely use the public topic, and they will have to authenticate in with their personal Microsoft or Google email. But for school, we're using private, so we're going to show you how to set that up. And under private, you have two options. So the first of which is student email. And this is for schools that are using Microsoft or Google email. Now, some people say, well, how do I know? Most schools are using one of the two. So be thinking about if you're using G Suite products, if you use Google Classroom, your school is a Google school. If you're using Office 365, your school is a Microsoft school. So what you'll do here is you'll actually add in your email domain only. You do not need to be adding in student email addresses. You're just adding in the email domain. So that's anything that's after the @ symbol. And now also important to note is sometimes students have a different domain than educators do. So you'll see Anne put in flipgrid.com, she put in microsoft.com, and she's adding an STU dot because that would be whatever the student's email domain is as well. So you can add more than one, and you want to make sure that you have those in so that you can both access. And then the next one is student username. So if you are a school that does not have emails, you can actually use in a username, and you can either import them manually. So you'll see Anna's typing one in right there, or you can actually upload a CSV file. So most learning management systems, if you download your roster, the type of file is going to be a CSV, and you can actually just upload that right in. So you'll notice you'll need first name, last name, and then a username. So this can be as little as 2 characters. So maybe it's your student's classroom ID number, or their lunch pin, or their initials, something that's very easy for them to access the grid. So they'll use that username in order to authenticate into. Sorry, I said grid. I meant to say topic. And you'll notice on both of those, you actually have the option to do a guest password. So this would be if you are inviting families or a member of the community, or we see lots of authors that come into topic, you would put that guest password on, and then you'll type in your password. And so whenever you share your topic link with those guests, you would also give them the password, and they'll use that and be able to access the grid as well. The topic, excuse me, that's naming changes, and I'm trying to get used to it. And then they'll be able to interact and watch student videos and record. And that's all there is to it. So just setting your essentials and your control, and then you hit create topic, and we are good to go. And so once you do that, you'll see here, there's all these different share options. Your topic is ready. So you can simply copy and paste. This is a great one if you're sharing to Seesaw or Schoology or Class Dojo or anything of that nature. You can just copy and paste that link and send it to your students. But then you'll also notice at the bottom there is a QR code that you can share, embed code, share to Microsoft Teams, share to Google Classroom, or even Remind. So there are tons of share options. No matter where you're communicating with your students digitally, there's an option for you to share it with them. And that's it. We're all set.
And I don't know if we had talked in the very beginning about there are no student accounts. So just to reemphasize that if we did mention in the beginning, the educator creates the prompts, the ones that we just made right, the topics that you can share out anywhere. But the students don't need to sign up for a Flipgrid account or need any credentials of that besides how you set the access to. So you can share this anywhere it is, and that makes it really easy for your students and learning communities to be a part of the discussion without having to do the sign up. So no student accounts, only educator accounts that create those topics.
Yeah, I love that reminder, George, that educators, depending on the access that they choose, always remain in control of who they invite to participate. So at the end, I think we should open this up so anybody who wants to play and push buttons can add to our grid and share your weather around the world. So let's do that at the end.
Totally. And just to emphasize what we're all kind of saying, this is absolutely everything you need to know as an educator to get started with Flipgrid. You've created your account, you've set up your first topic, you're ready to start hearing from your students. So now we'll show you what students need to do to access Flipgrid. But as far as getting started, you may hear all these different Flipgrid features and things you can do on Flipgrid. But this right here is the core essentials, everything you need to know. You know now.
Take it away.
And
right, time to take it away and build on that. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and Anne, you're going to lead us through this?
So friends, I'm going to show you exactly what Adam said is what does it look like now from the student or participant side. One shortcut I love to point out is educators can hover over a join code and view as a student would. So if you want, you can simply use that as a shortcut. But what I'm going to do is head right back to flipgrid.com. Because if your students are on the internet, have flipgrid.com bookmarked, maybe they have one of those really awesome, Edge or Chrome extensions, all they have to do is enter a join code. If they're using a mobile device or tablet, they simply launch the free Flipgrid app. So our join code today was C31235DC, and I simply enter that and go to my topic. And what you will see is, again, students will need to authorize in depending on the access type you set. So I'm going to go ahead and log in with my account real quick. Simply select my Microsoft account and success. My login will go, and here I am viewing this as a student would. So here's my topic prompt. In a few descriptive phrases, share what the weather is like. wherever you are today. Bonus, add some emojis, all right? I want to point out in red on the screen, you notice a couple times where it says record a response, and this universal red record button. But notice this topic is moderated. Again, that means educators will preview the responses before they become publicly visible to others. There's another button I want to point out.
Oh no, everyone. It looks like our friend Anne has frozen. And so I think, Jess or George, do you want to share your screen?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And Jess, do you want to pop in real quick? And I can narrate.
Oh, wait,
think-
Anne's back. Anne's back. Hello?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, friends, how weird was that? I was like cruising in my demo, no problems on my end. And then I hear Adam saying, wait a second.
We're glad you're back, Anne. Okay, you were just about to point out a button. A lot of suspense. What's
Okay.
happening?
Oh my gosh, dun, dun, dun. This blue button right here, this is what I was so excited about that I want to talk about. It is called the Immersive Reader, and it's a Microsoft learning tool that is fully embedded throughout Flipgrid. So before I record a response, I want to point out what this tool can do to support your scholars. Anybody who wants to use it has access to playing aloud the topic prompt. You can toggle some voice settings to change the speed or voice selection. Additionally, you'll notice up on the screen some text preferences. So perhaps increasing or decreasing the text size, changing the spacing, additionally changing a font, and contrast between a light and dark theme if you want those for visual supports. Additionally, you have grammar options, and I love pointing out you can turn on syllabication, identify parts of speech, and even toggle on to show labels. And these are just great supports. So whether you're acquiring a new language, an English learner, or want those additional supports, it's just here for you. Likewise, the reading preferences have some powerful tools, including line focus, where you can toggle between lines as you read. Additionally, you have a picture dictionary that's embedded throughout if you want to enable that. Likewise, there is a translation tool that is available for anybody who wants to use it. So today I'm going to go ahead and choose Arabic and translate this entire document and show you what an incredibly quick translation. You can toggle between the languages at the top too. So this is just a beautiful support for your community that's available for anybody who wants to use it. There's so many languages represented. I'm going to go ahead and toggle back to English and then just show you what that picture dictionary looks like. Tons of visual supports to provide help when folks need it. And again, it's simply there right under that Immersive Reader button. But friends, let's take a scroll through and click on the button now to say hello and record a response. So here we go. We have clicked on that red button, and I'm going to do a quick spin through all of the features you find embedded within the Flipgrid camera. At the bottom, you notice not only that magic wand for all of the effects, your red record button, and this dot, dot, dot for the options. I'm going to start with some of these options and show you not only can you upload a clip if you've created in a different tool, you can mirror a video too. And this is a powerful tool perhaps if you're conducting an interview. What? Yeah, you could talk about character point of view, author's purpose, or create and practice in any different way. Change the ability to record with or without audio, and even record your screen, a PowerPoint screen, a Google slide deck, any presentation, a built-in screen recorder. And all of these options are just nested under that button that says options. Additionally, let's click on that magic wand, and I'm going to go ahead and click on a bunch of buttons, including the filters right here, to show you have these gorgeous filters. We always talk about these changing the theme or tone, and I love that there are options for folks who might be camera shy or want to have an element of mystery or remain off camera. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this sunset one today. I'm kind of feeling this vibe, and actually, no, I have to stay true to vapor waves. I love this one. Friends, you can arrow back to get back to all of those effects, and you have frame options. So I'm just love clicking buttons and showing you tons of possibilities. This one kind of works for the rainy day today in Miami, but I just love showing the creative possibilities for how you can change your entire camera experience when using these filters. Additionally, when you click on that effects button, you can go right back and see all of the effects. So we're going to get some bonus points right now. I told you it's a rainy day in Miami. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. Apparently rain doesn't come up. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick scroll for some weather. Maybe it's because the weather is a little bit wonky today that these are going to load a little slow if my internet already cut out on me. Here we go. I know I'm going to get down to some weather options. Maybe this cloud is like a perfect opportunity for me. And I'm going to put this right here in the corner. And guess what? Maybe I'm going to use this duplicate feature, and I'm going to duplicate clouds all over my screen. Whoa, here it is. Oh, I just undid it. That's okay. I can redo it and get these back. Friends, so many possibilities when you're using these to create. Now, not only do I have different emojis I can use, I have various people that I can use. And you'll see as these load, just gorgeous options of friends. Yeah, my internet must be really slow today. I'm going to go ahead and click on accessories and just show you as I do a quick spin through here, tons of possibilities for how you can use sticker elements throughout your Flipgrid responses to empower your students' creativity, to share their voice. I love these onomatopoeia stickers, these social justice, diversity, and inclusion sticker packs, conversation bubbles. Yeah, everything's just loading really slow for me, friends. I'm sorry. But check this out. Gorgeous elements like arrows and call outs for curricular areas and grades and subjects. So not only do you have those magic creatures and the Flipgrid logo, but you have this beautiful American Sign Language sticker pack. And friends, I'm simply going to say, stay tuned because our design team keeps working on custom sticker packs. So, okay, I have some frames, filters, emojis. You can, of course, add text. So maybe I'm going to say rain. Let's see if I can type rain. Right, rain, rain, go away. And I don't want the background, so I'm going to go ahead and take the background out, but I really do want this white outline around my text. So I'm just going to move that. You can have as much or as little text on screen. If you want a paragraph on one side and yourself on another, you can add that, manipulate the size, type as much as you need, copy and paste it from another program. Tons of possibilities. And not only that, there is a drawing and annotating tool. So if it's a rainy day, perhaps what I need to do is just draw a few raindrops on my screen, right? And wow, there's my rainy day in Miami, friends. Awesome. Beyond that, if you choose to, you have a board feature. So the incredible thing is different kinds of paper. You could use this, whether it's annotating on a half screen, split screen, utilizing the entire board as much or as little as needed, or select no board as an option. Friends, you also have the ability to upload your own photograph. And if you did that, you could pull from your camera roll or device and add so many possibilities to the way you respond. Your response can be as simple or as sophisticated as you want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and click red to record and just share real quick. Hey everybody, greetings from Miami, Florida. It's a rainy day. And as my 2-year-old niece would say, rain, rain, go away. All right? I hope it comes again another day because I really like rain. Here we go. I pushed pause, and when I click next, hey everybody, greetings from Miami, Florida. It's a rainy day. And here we go. You see the ability to click and add more. And if I want to add more, I simply can click add more. And that now will start to add segments. But I'm going to go ahead and just quickly go to the next step and take my selfie and click next, because this will allow me the option to edit a display name, submit a link, or add some information if I want to, but I'm simply going to submit it. And hey, success! I just submitted my video, but friends, on screen, you'll notice it says your video is hidden until approved by teacher. So there are a few direct ways to access your video if you want to share it immediately, but I'm going to click submit and complete. And notice, here is my on-screen reminder that my video is hidden until approved by the educator. So, okay. Let's take a quick peek at what it looks like from the educator side now, right?
Yeah, let's.
Right, okay.
So if you remember, it was like we're going back into the educator admin. So this is the student side. Anne's going to go back to the educator view, which will like appear just like we have as a student side. But within it, we'll now be able to see the responses. And wow, we have quite a few.
I love them. What? Oh my gosh, everybody added to it. Friends, thank you for helping out this demo, because George, is there a quick and easy way I can just activate them all?
Yes, there is. So let's go to the first way you could do it. If you go to Anne's video and she were to click hidden, she could then, you could do that too, yeah. And then she could click on the hidden drop down, and then you'll see it active. So she could click active, and now that will be now front facing to the student side. But because we have 5 responses, let's go back into that, that same topic and scroll down, and you'll see these different checkboxes. So if we click that big top left checkbox next to actions, this is the bulk action feature. So you can do all these actions at once to multiple ones. And here you can activate the responses, hide those responses, do a mixtape, multiple things. But now we just activated all those. So now let's go back to the student side that we had before.
All right, I think it's over here. Let me click oh, there they
And
go.
there it is.
Hey, look at that. Oh no, Jess, it's there we go. I clicked refresh. Oh my gosh, look at how creative these responses are. Oh my gosh.
I'm the only person who's not being rained on. But I wish I was.
Jess is making her own rain. That's kind of cool.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love that, George. Thanks for sharing that quick, easy way. The batch actions is really cool. While we're in here, I know, just for folks so you know where we are, remember I'm in my individual topic, nested under discussion, but within this, there are lots of ways you can engage with your students' responses. And Jornay, I'm going to just share one thing, and then do you want to talk about another special button at the top of the screen? Okay, I think that's where we're going next, right? Hey, everybody, greetings. I got to pause that. Okay, friends.
Yeah, before you do that really quick, can I answer a question that just popped up?
Yeah, please.
So James was asking about, is there a way that teachers can see all of the videos first before everyone else can see it? So James, that's exactly what the moderation that was just on. So you'll notice, and if you scroll up a little bit, there we go. Okay, so see next to the title how it's got that little hand there? So we turned that on from the topic settings when we were creating the topic. So that means that the videos are going to go straight to you first. The rest of the students won't see them. And so then you will have that option to turn them on or activate them after you watch them. So I just wanted to show that really quick while we were here.
That's
Carry
a
on.
really good question, James, just because of like, especially if you're introducing Flipgrid to like a new classroom that isn't like familiar with it, or you're teaching like digital citizenship, to have that moderation feature on in the beginning is a really great way to introduce your students and get them comfortable, as well as confident, and then appropriate videos being posted. So great question, James.
I taught middle school, and I always had the moderation on at first whenever I introduced it. And then my students got so used to it, even when I turned it off, I never had any issues because they were so used to it coming straight to me first.
And another fun one, and I'm going to take away the screen because this is kind of off topic, but As the Savvy Educator says, if you can think it, you can Flipgrid it. And so a lovely way to use this feature comes from our friend Eric Garcia, who turns on moderation. And he's here? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Eric, hi. Okay, so Eric Garcia has this idea where you turn on moderation and you never approve the videos. Rather, you use Flipgrid as an inbox, a video inbox for just you and your scholars to submit videos. And so it's moderation, but it really is just like a private topic that just your students can see the videos only that they submit. And you as the teacher can obviously see all the videos, but you never approve them. So that's just like a fun little bonus. How would you call it? Like a bonus educator innovation tip?
Pro
tip from Eric Garcia. Hi, Eric. Hi.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hi, Eric. And so he has that topic in the Discovery library. So Jornay will speak to the Discovery in a moment. But again, you can use batch actions. I've just hidden them all again. I want to activate them all again. And when you go in and view a student's response, you can actually go in, provide feedback, private video feedback, use a rubric tool, provide private written feedback, and share that with your community in different ways. So I love that we just had a play to learn experience. And again, this is what it looks like now on the student side when we start to see all of these responses coming in. So I'm gonna go ahead and come back to my educator account, and I'm gonna click on this button at the top and invite Jornay to come in and start talking about the Discovery Library.
Hey everyone. So the Discovery Library is just an incredible place where educators are sharing their best topics while fellow educators are finding their next topics. And so we are so honored to have amazing partners who have made a commitment to make their content available in the form of a topic just there for you for free. Take a scroll through and let's actually go down to the bottom so we can see how Discovery works, and then I'll talk about the other features inside of Discovery. So earlier, Anne mentioned that Eric had an awesome inbox topic. You can search topics by subject, audience, or even by term. So Anne, let's go ahead and type in Eric Garcia, because this is super cool. If we want that inbox topic, we know it's from Eric. Here are Eric's topics, and there is my inbox. So we can click on there. We can read the topic as it was created by the original creator. You can see who the audience is, the subject, and how many times this has been used. And oh my goodness, look, it has been used by 222 educators around the world. Eric has also included some integration notes, which will give you a little bit of information of how you can best and effectively use this topic with your scholars. So as an educator, you have two options once you find that perfect topic. You can either save it for later inside of a collection, and a collection is just a group of topics that you want to use from someone else later in time. Or you can share that wonderful topic with other people by clicking on that share button, and you'll see social media platforms where you can share that too, or even copy the link. Or you can add that topic to your class discussion. So let's go ahead and click Add Topic. You can choose to either add it as an individual topic or inside of a group of topics. And what you'll get is the topic template for you to be able to edit the topic to make sure that it meets the needs of your learning community. So if you wanted to take a little bit of what Eric used, but add in your personal flair, you're able to do so. And then follow all of the other steps just as Jess showed of how to create a topic earlier. And then once you're done, click Update Topic, and that topic is ready for your learning community to engage in. So let's go back to Discovery, and let's see what other goodies are inside. So you'll see that we pull out a topic of the day and a wonder of the day each and every day for your scholars to engage in. So once again, you can save these or add them easily to your class discussions. We also have 24 incredible partners that when you click inside one of their tiles, what you're going to see is a partner page, which includes some amazing information about the organization, all of their social media handles so that you can get connected with them, their websites, their popular topics, and collections that they have created for you. All right. And so in addition to those amazing partners, what you'll also see is trending topics. So these are the topics that educators are using frequently inside of their classrooms, as well as just for me topics, which is built just how you shared who you are when you signed up for Flipgrid. So if you are a middle school math teacher, you will see topics that are middle school and math, okay? And then we also try to curate topics just for you as well. And so you'll see these featured collections. We have a professional development on demand. So you can either engage your learning community in learning about Flipgrid with this resource. It's 12 different topics. We are proud to highlight the No Voice Too Small book club, which is a book that is coming out September 22nd. And get this, guys, the authors are right inside of here reading their poetry, giving your students writing tips. Incredible. We also have back to school collections and conversations about race, equity, and justice, social and emotional learning, and conversation starters. And then this is one of my favorite areas, the inspiring creators. And so these are educators who are adding content to the Discovery Library very often, and their topics are top notch. And so you'll notice right at the beginning, we just launched Neelan, Manny, and Catherine. So check out those incredible topics that they are sharing and share with the world and engage your students in conversations.
Yeah, and if James Franco is still on, I think you were a physical education teacher, James. Just like Jordan had showed before, you can filter it by the subject area, and I think there's like over 600 topics just for physical education, which is really cool. So like whatever education profession you are in right now, or kind of silo, or if you know an educator that's in a different one, there's something for everyone. And to Jordan's point, if you are using Flipgrid in a unique way, definitely be the one to share these topics as well. Like if you have one shared Discovery Library, we're over like 26,000, ever growing. So it's really, really cool to be able to share and collaborate together.
Yeah, I love some of these PE ones. My sister was an adaptive physical education teacher, so it always makes me happy to see the incredible ways PE, health, related specialty subject educators are using this, like those name workout challenges. We've seen really fun push-up and squat challenges, but I just demonstrated how to filter whether it's physical education for elementary or a different one. One of the things I love to do is click on the engagement and find the ones that have been used or trending or popular topics. Jornay, this makes me so happy to see the incredible things in here. So,
yeah, every day the Discovery Library is growing because of you. And we are super excited that we launched 5 new partners just this week. And in the next month, we'll have another 5 partners that we'll probably announce as well. So the Discovery Library will continue to grow because it is that special place for you as educators.
Yeah, and I know one thing, Jornay coined the phrase, share your best or find your next. And as educators, we love to say, come here and find your topics. This is like working smarter, not harder. You can remix the template and make it unique to your community, but it's just right there under that Discovery tab.
Fabulous.
Wonderful.
Hey, shall we? So, my goodness, this has been awesome.
Yeah.
We have some additional time. What do you say we get into some questions? We'll point out once again where you can find that help center. So if we don't get to your question, you can find your answer. But there's 2 that are top of mind that I've noticed in the chat. And the first one we can just answer right here. Let me see if I can find it. Comes from our friend Christina. And she has this great question of students are using 3G hotspots. They can't always get a strong enough connection to do a live call. Can they still use Flipgrid? Absolutely. That is one of, I would say, one of the best benefits of Flipgrid. And not to go into the whole story, but long story short, Flipgrid was started at the University of Minnesota by Dr. Charlie Miller and his friend Brad. And Charlie actually created Flipgrid because he was traveling around the world where he had low to no bandwidth. And so he would have to make an effort to connect to the internet to download his students' videos. And since that point, since the creation onward, we've tried to ensure that Flipgrid is accessible for all, and for all in all scenarios, right? But especially with respect to bandwidth, so that your students can record their video, and then it might take a little bit extra time if they don't have a strong internet connection. But the benefit of Flipgrid is they can get their entire video up to you whenever the timing and the connection is best for them. And then you can watch that video whenever the timing and connection is best for you. So Flipgrid is a great resource for students with spotty or inconsistent bandwidth, because it's on your own time.
Yeah, and to add into that, because she said that they're specifically accessing it through Microsoft Teams, but a lot of times they're not able to actually get onto Teams. They can actually, that code that you have, that join code, you can share with them, and they can use the Flipgrid app, or they can just go to flipgrid.com and put it in, and they'll be able to access it as well, even if they can't get into Teams. So it'll be the same topic, the same group, so you'll be able to share either way.
And I was going to say, a question that just came in: if folks aren't using Google or Microsoft, so they don't have that email address, we would encourage you to use the student username access type.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say another tip. If you're having bandwidth issues, you can always record on a device, whatever camera you have, and then you can upload to Flipgrid when you have a better connection. So never fear, there's always a way to share your voice.
And likewise, we have so many tips here. If you are recording on Flipgrid and you realize you don't have a strong enough connection, you can download that video. So if you've made this beautiful, creation, and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't have the connection right now, you can download the video at any point in the recording creation process, and then upload when you do have that connection. George?
No, I was going to say, to Jordan's point and your point, you can upload it both on the mobile app on iOS or Android, as well as flipgrid.com in any browser.
Totally. Okay. Second question that was top of mind, and then so many more questions, right? And the questions go on. Robin had this great question that leads us into, I think, what we were kind of thinking we'd go into. But let's say you have multiple groups of students, maybe multiple classes, clubs, schools. What's the best way to share a topic to these unique groups?
Hey, Robin. Well, we have an incredible feature called Duplicate. So depending on whether you want to duplicate an entire group of topics, so let's say you built out 20 topics to utilize across the semester with your scholars, you can actually duplicate the entire group, which will duplicate those topics for each specific learning community. In addition to that, we're inside of a group right now. Anne is showing where you can duplicate the group, but you can even go to a specific topic and also duplicate the topic and then decide which group you would like to add that topic to. Now, the cool thing about that is that it will only be the topic. It won't be any of those student responses. So it really makes it super quick and easy to be able to share that same topic across multiple classrooms.
But
I'm not going to click it right now.
What's a group?
Yeah, so a group is simply a group of topics. So you think about your group as your learning community. So if you teach that science class, but you have 5 sections of the class, you will possibly have 5 different groups to keep those students separate in their learning. Okay, so it could be for your classroom, it could be for a specific let's say organization or after school club. A group can really be anything, but it is a group of topics. And so you'll see Anne has 5 topics inside of this group. And the cool thing about a group is that you can continue adding unlimited topics to your group and only share one join code with that community. That's the only thing they would need to remember. And the join code inside of a group can be customized. So you see that Anne's is Cosmo Remote 2020. It's easy to remember. You can either type that in or scan that code and have access to all of the topics by clicking on topics and seeing all and deciding which one you want to respond to.
I love thinking of a group as my classroom. So you see all of my samples always represent the name of my classroom. All right.
Let's see what other questions we've got.
I wonder, Ann, do you want to hop back into the educator admin and let's just show that help at the top. And when you click on the help, there was one question I was thinking of. So talking about access, let's type in access and see what comes up just so we can go over those different access types again. So, and point out that video.
They even have videos inside the Help Center. I love this. So Casio Zen is one of our software developer engineers, and he created this video so you can hear the people who are building these features talk and explain them to you. But I love that there's just this quick visual, student emails, username, public access, and guest password, and then even these embedded right within their visuals telling you what to do. And I actually want to go in and demonstrate changing my own topic from the access type that was a student email to a public one so that everybody can join and participate today in this What's the Weather Like experience if they want to. So let me demonstrate that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and hover over my pencil icon and show you that I can edit my topic, or using the Actions tab, edit my topic. And if you recall, the access type I set was private. But I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to public. And now that means when I click update, anybody who wants to can actually now join this. It will still be moderated, but we want to give you the option to play and push buttons and have fun. So let me go ahead and just make this really large. If anybody wants to, they can contribute to this topic. What's the weather like right now? So you can take a picture of this join code for later, jot it down, or even scan that QR code with your mobile device. And if you want to play, push buttons, have fun, we will, check that and keep your videos moderated so they don't become public unless you want them to become public. We're assuming that if you're adding to this topic, you're okay with us publishing them so that others can play to learn and have fun together. That's what we do on Saturday parties. We love having fun and playing to learn together. So what other questions can we address, friends?
And I think that our caption machine has had enough time. Can we click on one of our videos and see what captions look like? And then if we want to edit captions,
all right,
yeah, go for my video.
Here we are in yours, Kay. Oh, I'm on the student side. I need to come into the educator side. Here we go. I am in Adam's video. And when I'm viewing his individual video within the Actions tab, I have the ability to come in and edit. So you'll see, hey, it's not Claudia, Minneapolis, it's cloudy, right? Oops, I typed in the wrong place.
And you're very keen on knowing that because I looked at that word and I thought, I had no idea.
And I'm freaking out right now trying to figure out if it's a U or a W.
You.
You. Oh my gosh, my brain kind of like went, oh my gosh, I'm on live right now and I can't spell the word cloudy.
Oh my goodness. Spelling is not my strong suit.
That's phonetic reading. I was a first grade teacher, so I totally knew exactly what you were going for. Claudia, Minneapolis means cloudy Minneapolis, but some of this, it is auto-captioned, and if you notice an error, perhaps a younger scholar who is not enunciating, you definitely can go in and update as needed and simply click update those captions, but I love this feature that you have access to if needed.
Fabulous. And we just got a great question from Kim. Can we add links for students to explore when exploring the topic? Cool.
Yes, and I know I was trying to edit. I did include my system audio. That's why you're hearing all of these videos. Adam, you asked if folks can add a link when submitting.
Yes.
Yeah, why don't you talk about it while I push the buttons?
Yeah, Kim, so absolutely. Right within the topics, you'll see when we first create a topic, we have these first two options here. But when you go into edit a topic or when creating, if you click more options, you'll see there's a bunch of other things you can build out a really full enriching lesson on Flipgrid, and one of them is topic attachments. So any link in the World Wide Web, for the most part, you can link right here. So what that entails is simply, copying the link and pasting. This could be a National Geographic article. It could be a Google Doc from your school's resource. You could have it, secure to just you and your students. This could be a YouTube video. This could be a seesaw activity, anything. Seesaw activity, am I saying that right? The terminology.
Yeah.
And you can add up to 9 different topic attachments. And then just as you know, these are links that your students can access. And then as you scroll down, you'll see students can also add an attachment link. So let's say they create a Microsoft Sway presentation, and then they use the Flipgrid screen recorder to show off that presentation, and they want to link to it so that their peers can go at their own pace and then look at the Sway. Students can add an attachment link as well, and you have that option right here to toggle that on or off. Here you also have, and let's hop back in. Let's just do a scroll through all the topic features. So the essentials and the access control are what you set for every topic. But then you also have topic attachments, topic status, which means the ability to scaffold out the semester by hiding topics. Maybe you want to build all, 1,500 topics you're going to discuss that semester, whatever number that might be. And you can schedule them. You can make them frozen so they're view only. So even if there's videos on there, new students reaching the topic can only view. You have topic features, which is notifications for you, so you can be notified whenever a new video is added. You can get a daily summary, a weekly summary. You can allow students to download and share, or prevent them from downloading and sharing. You can add topic followers, meaning they'll get new videos. The student contributors will get video or emails when a new video is added, and then all the video features. So those emoji, sticker, frames, filters, you can turn those on or off at the video and selfie level. Turn on or off video comments, the views, the likes. You can turn off attachments. Jess, I heard a tone that sounded like your voice, and I was ready to hear you shed some light.
Say anything.
And then feedback. So you can have basic feedback or custom feedback aligned to your rubric. And all of this feedback can be exported. So if you
but
want
now I'm going to say something, because Laura just asked, how do you grade student videos, right while you were on the feedback?
Oh my gosh, brilliant. Okay.
And go back to feedback, please.
Yeah.
Carried away, Adam.
So down in feedback, you can add a custom feedback rubric and set up all the criteria you want specific to your lesson and community. So you'll set the criteria, add a little description, and then you can add a minimum score, a maximum score, 0 to 100. Or if you're like me, you could go from 3 to 17, whatever you want.
13 going on 30, yeah.
So I love that we see some friends. I love that we see friends coming in. So I could go in and just so you see how that feedback tool works, I can come in and click right here where it says feedback. And now if I want, here's that weather rock star. I'm going to give Adam, he said 3 to 17 points, but I'm going to go with the full 100 and say you rock, right? And I'm going to go ahead and email that feedback to him. Adam, I just sent that right to you, but you'll have the feedback from me. I can copy and paste a link with him, or I could even share private video feedback with him if needed.
Amazing. Okay, with this last bit of time, can we just cover just a quick agenda items for anyone here? I don't know who's sharing the screen, but can we actually go to blog.flipgrid.com? And this blog.flipgrid.com is like the news of Flipgrid. This is where the latest things are happening. This is where you can find new partnerships, new resources. But this is a spot that you can go just for anything. So you'll see also like the different integration docs here. Let's actually type in, let's see the most latest one. Just take off the home and we'll get the latest news. And so here, like I mentioned, this is the latest stuff that's happening. So this is Discovery Library Partners. We just leads. If you keep scrolling down, we had a newsletter that came out in the beginning of September that highlighted just like events that happened as well, along with some educator spotlights. But let's keep scrolling down here, September updates. So here's a great way just to get a kind of an encapsulation of like what's happening, things that you need to know. So right now we know everyone's kind of starting school, starting semester, or our next day of school, a remote learning guide here. Again, those emphasis on those partners. And then 2 right here I'd like to point out is the Flipgrid for All chat. So our community is everything. They inspire us. They are the reason why Flipgrid is where it is today, from day 1 to whatever, day million. But the Twitter chat and community is a great way for you to just connect with other educators using Flipgrid in innovative ways. So this coming Tuesday on September 15th, if you're on Twitter, if you like to join Twitter or just to spectate, this is a great way. All it is you search the hashtag Flipgrid for All on September 15th. If you click on that, there'll be more details on the timing of it. I believe it's going to be 3 p.m. Central. So a great way to join that, as well as I encourage you to join the Race, Equity, and Justice. Jornay, do you want to jump in and just talk really quickly about this? Actually, part 2 of it.
And Jornay, you are on the mute, so we can't hear your beautiful wisdom.
Oh, yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Awesome. So this is part 2 of Race, Equity, and Justice panels. And this time we are really going to be focusing on how you can empower your students to become voices of change. So we mentioned a little bit about the No Voice Too Small book club, which is inside of that featured collection and discovery. So check that out. We have one of the authors from that book that will be in the panel, as well as 2 incredible educators, Yaritza Vijava, as well as Marcus Borders. And we also have Jenny Spiegler, who works with Anti-Defamation League Education, who has incredible topics to help your students really take action for change. So we can't wait to see you and be a part of that conversation.
And again, you can see that, set a reminder if you just want to be reminded. This will also be archived for you to watch on any time you'd like. But that's a quick run through like blog.flipgrid, virtual field trips. You can click and join your interest on that. But again, on blog.flipgrid, if you scroll all the way up, and sorry to give you go back and forth.
I just don't want people to get seasick as I scroll.
But the very top, you'll see home, resources, the landing page, and the help center. And the help center is your go-to spot for any questions you have, technical tips on like you're like a PE teacher like James Franco is, or you're looking for camera shy tips. This is the spot to get all those questions answered. But with that, that's all I wanted to add at the very end. Thanks for sticking in for the extra 3 minutes.
Yes. Thank you all so much. Wishing you a lovely day.
Yep.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
We want to take a moment to say thank you. Educators all around the world, you are our why here at Flipgrid.
Thank you for your endless creativity, your inspiration, and your ideas. Thank you for making an impact, helping today's scholars realize their potential, and supporting your fellow educators around the world.
Thank you for bringing the heart and hustle and fostering young leaders. We heart you big time.
Thank you for being the leaders, the innovators, the cheerleaders, the change makers. You make the world go round.
Thank you for connecting families and shaping our communities.
Today and every day, we're so grateful to work alongside you on our shared mission to empower every voice.